Hello friends, I am Dr. Ashish Agrawat. Welcome to my channel Live Biochemistry. Today I am going to discuss about the epigenetics. Okay, so this epigenetics is a very important mechanism in the gene expression, right? So as you can see, epigenetics is a type of gene regulation in eukaryotes. So as we know what is gene expression, DNA is converted to mRNA, mRNA is converted to protein. DNA is converted to mRNA with the help of transcription. So inducer and repressor can affect it. From mRNA, mature mRNA is formed, that is called post-transcriptional modification, which can be affected by the alternate splicing, RNA editing, and RNA interference. Okay, but main control of the gene expression is at the level of DNA, right? So there are mechanisms like epigenetics, gene amplification, gene rearrangement, gene switching, and transposons can affect the DNA. It is the main control of the gene expression, right? So in this lecture, we will discuss about the epigenetics, right? So epi means above, right? So they will control the DNA from above. So what are they? So by definition, epigenetics means it is a reversible, heritable, right? It is a reversible and it is a heritable chemical modification of nucleotides, right? So mainly it is a chemical modification of the nucleotides, but important is here without altering nucleotide sequence. So if nucleotide sequence is altered, it is called as a mutation, right? But here there is no nucleotide sequence is changed, not altered. It is just a chemical modification of the nucleotides. Okay, so as we know, our DNA, which contains the 6 billion base pair, okay, it is in one cell, it is around 2 meters of DNA is there. It is present in our 10 microliter of cell volume. Okay, in cell. Okay, so how does this 2 meter is kept inside this 10 microliter of the cell? Because DNA is tightly wrapped around the histone protein, which is mainly made up of positively charged amino acid lysine and arginine, which are the positively charged. And as we know, DNA is negatively charged. So DNA is bind tightly with the histone proteins and it is compacted inside the cell, right? So in epigenetics, we can either modify chemical modification maybe of the DNA or maybe the histone, right? Two possibilities are there. So first we will discuss about the DNA. As we know, DNA, there is a promoter region. Okay, to this promoter region, RNA polymerase can bind and it will initiate the transcription to form the mRNA. So this promoter region, they will contain the CpG island. Okay, so there are many dinucleotides of the CpG are there in the promoter region, which are mainly in the methylated state, so that most of the genes are silenced, right? So here you can remember why it is called P, because here this C and G, they are present in the same DNA strand and they are bind together. This P stand for the phosphodiester linkage. Okay, so it is not like that, like in one strand there is a C, in the other strand there is a G, which are bound together by which bond? By the hydrogen bond, 3 hydrogen bond. Okay, but it is not there. It is in the same DNA strand. So they are, as we know, same DNA strand, nucleotides are bound together by the phosphodiester linkage. So this CpG stand for the phosphodiester linkage, right? So these are present in the promoter region. When this cytosine, when it is methylated, so what will happen? When it is methylated, then the RNA polymerase will not be able to bind to the promoter region, and it will decrease the transcription. Okay, and by that it will decrease the RNA polymerase activity, decrease the transcription, and ultimately it will lead to the repression, and it will lead to the gene silencing. So when this CPG region, when this cytosine is methylated, it will lead to the gene silencing, right? So this is very important. We will learn about the clinical. So in most of the CPG region, they are methylated. Okay, this methylation is done by the enzyme called as the DNA methyl transferase. Okay, and it will convert cytosine in the promoter region to methyl cytosine. So this enzyme is called as a code writer. Okay, and there are something terminology called code reader. Okay, the proteins that bind to these promoter regions, they are called as a code reader. And code eraser, once they are methylated, they can be removed. That is called as a code eraser. So this is important. So when they are methylated, it will lead to the gene silencing. Okay. So polymerase activity is not there, it is transcriptionally inactive. Now, one we have seen about the DNA modification. Now coming to the histone. So as we know, histone is mainly made up of lysine and arginine, which are the positively charged, which can bind with the negatively charged DNA. So when histone, this protein, they are acetylated or phosphorylated. As we know, phosphorylated, it contains the PO4 minus negatively charged, acetylated also a negatively charged. So when they are bind to the histone protein, they will provide the negativity overall. So the DNA now cannot bind with the histone protein easily because now they are negatively charged because of this acetylation. So DNA, if they are histones, they are mainly made up of lysine and arginine, they are positively charged. So they are tightly bound. But when they are acylated, when histone proteins are acetylated, then DNA will become loose. Okay, and loose is transcriptionally active. Okay, so it is transcribed to mRNA and ultimately proteins are formed. So this loose DNA is called as a euchromatin. U means less. Okay, so less condensation, it is called euchromatin. And if the DNA is tightly bound with the histone, if it is tightly bound, it is called as a heterochromatin. It is called as a heterochromatin, which is a transcriptionally inactive. Okay, hetero means it is condensed, more condensed. So it is transcriptionally inactive. This is very important features that you have to remember. Okay, so I think it is easy. Right now, what is the application? Right. So as we know, there are most of the CPG regions are methylated, so gene is kept silent, right? So as we know, in our cell, like this is beta cell of pancreas, this is liver cell. So all the cell contains the nucleus and they contain the same genetic material. Beta cell of pancreas contains the same genetic material like liver cell of pancreas. But sometimes in liver cell, insulin is not synthesized, but in beta cell of pancreas, it is synthesized. That is called as a spatial specificity, right? And when in certain condition, they will be like glucose is available, insulin is secreted. That is called as the temporal specificity. So here in liver cell, the genes are silenced by the methylation. While here it is expressed. So that is the one very important feature. Like here, you can see there is a gene, there is the promoter region, transcription factor bind eukaryotes, and if there is methylated, it will lead to the gene silencing. So more the methylated areas, then transcriptionally it is inactive. So like in non-hematopoietic cell, okay, the globin chain, the promoter regions, they are hypermethylated, so they are silenced, so they will not form the proteins. But in hematopoietic cell, they are hypomethylated, which is so in CPG region it is not methylated, and it will lead to the activation, active, transcriptionally active, and ultimately they will form the protein globin chains, right? This is very important point about this epigenetics. One more point, if there is a, in our body, there is a tumor suppressor gene like P53, it will prevent cancer. Okay, but if there is a hypermethylation, if by any reason there is a methylation of the promoter region of the cytosine in tumor suppression gene, okay, it will lead to the decreased activity of this tumor suppression gene, so it will cause the cancer. Same way, it is hypermethylation reaction is important in the Fragile X syndrome also, and many disease. Okay, so this is why this epigenetics is very important. So mainly you have to remember it is a chemical modification, heritable, reversible chemical modification without altering sequence. If it is a sequence is altered, it's called mutation. Here there is a chemical modification, maybe DNA or protein like histone, right? In DNA, there is a promoter region, there is a CPG. If it is methylated, it will lead to the silencing, right? And it is present in same strand, okay? And P stand for the phosphodiester. When histone, it is acetylated or phosphorylated, it will look so negatively charged. So DNA is loose, which is transcriptionally, it is called euchromatin, which is transcriptionally active. Okay, so acetylation and phosphorylation can affect the DNA. We have also learned about the code. Okay, code writer, this DNA methyl transferase. This enzyme is called code writer because it will, okay, cause the methylation. Then code eraser, when this methylated cytosine is removed, it is called code eraser, and code reader is the proteins that will bind with the DNA. So this is all about the epigenetics. I hope this you understand the basic concept of this epigenetics and it is useful. If this video is useful to you, please hit the like button, share my video, subscribe to my channel, and press the bell icon so that you can get the notification for my future video. Thank you very much, friends, for watching. Bye.